This is Tom. He's what you might call an average Joe. Everyone has a friend or knows someone like Tom. The type of guy that likes to have a good time and is fun to be around. He has a great job that he loves doing. Okay, maybe not loves, but he gets by. On weekends, he enjoys relaxing and doing a little work around the house. And to top it all off, he always has a friendly face to come home to, his fish Jones. Right now, Tom is celebrating the fact that he has exceeded his savings goal over the past 5 years. But he really can't be surprised about his success. It was all a result of preparation, careful planning, and sticking to his plan. And this attitude carries over to other aspects of Tom's life. Let's take, for instance, Tom's diet. He plans his meals around Old Reliable, the food pyramid, bread, rice, and pasta, vegetables, the fruit group. Top that off with some milk and cheese, and of course meat and poultry. So Tom has all his bases covered for a healthy diet. Well, for the most part. He also tries to keep in shape by following an exercise routine. Maybe a little stretching, a quick jog, or some cardio exercises. Nothing too serious, Tom just likes to stay active. He's already working on a financial plan for retirement, and he wants to be sure that when the time comes, he'll be healthy enough to enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, Tom's not all planning and schedules. He likes to have a good time. In fact, he's headed over to his Wow, I didn't see that one coming, and neither did Tom. Unfortunately, what happens next is also a mystery to both us and Tom, because a healthcare emergency is the only thing he didn't have a plan for. But I like Tom, so let's rewind and take a look at what he could have done differently. To learn more about advanced planning, we've enlisted the help of a true professional, Jennifer Benjamin of Action for Older Persons. She's going to walk us through the process of advanced planning and explain how forms called advanced directives can help us make a plan for tomorrow.
It seems that many people, like Tom, who don't have their advanced directives, have some excuse or reason for it. But many of the reasons people give are actually misconceptions about advanced directives. Let's take a look at the most common.
Advanced directives, those are just for older people or someone who's really sick.
Fact. Car accidents, like the one Tom was in, sudden emergencies, and even sports injuries are just a few reasons for you to have your forms in place. The more active you are, the more reason you have to get them done.
Advanced directives, those are just for people that are in a coma or have long-term problems.
Fact. Even if you're unconscious temporarily, or if you can't speak for a short while, completing your advanced directives is the only way to ensure you'll get the care you want.
You know, the process is probably way too long, involves lawyers, too much paperwork.
Fact. In New York State, healthcare proxies become legal documents with your signature and the signature of 2 adult witnesses. No lawyers are necessary. There are different forms you can use when filling out your advanced directives. The first is a healthcare proxy form. The healthcare proxy form allows you to appoint another person to guide your care if for some reason you cannot do that for yourself. A simple proxy form will require basic information like your proxy's name, contact information, and limitations on decision making. It only takes a few minutes, and with the signature of 2 adult witnesses, it's a legal document. Please note, a healthcare proxy can only make decisions about your health care. They cannot make any property-related decisions. Next are living wills. A living will is a form that allows you to more specifically declare what kinds of medical treatment you do or do not want. It addresses a wide range of issues like the types of life support you would or would not want given a number of different circumstances. Your request for personal comfort, from playing your favorite music to hanging certain pictures in your room. Instructions for the hospital to contact your religious group to pray for you, or deciding on how many people you want to have access to your room. A declaration of wishes that you want your loved ones to know. Basically a chance to say things you may not have said before the emergency. Now that you've got the terminology down, it's time to get your directives done. Let's follow Tom through the process to see how easy it can be. Choosing the right person to be your healthcare proxy is a very important decision. Here are a few things to consider. Legally, your agent must be a competent adult age 18 or older. People often choose a family member or close friend. There are no specific requirements. If your first choice isn't comfortable acting as your agent, find someone who is. You want to make sure that they are confident speaking on your behalf and are able to make tough decisions if needed. Once you've made your decision, make sure you have a conversation with that person so they are prepared for their role. At this point, it's probably a good idea to start talking about your living will and the type of treatment you would or would not want. There are a variety of different forms you can use when filling out your healthcare proxy and living will. It's just a matter of finding which one you are comfortable with. A popular choice is the 5 Wishes form. 5 Wishes is an advance directive that combines both the healthcare proxy and living will. You can obtain a 5 Wishes absolutely free of charge from Action for Older Persons in the Colonial Plaza, 30 West State Street, Binghamton. Call 722-1251 for more information. In New York State, you can also access forms online at sites such as doyourproxy.org, which will allow you to generate a full proxy and living will online, or print out forms found at the Department of Health website at health.state.newyork.us. In New York State, healthcare proxies become legal documents with your signature and the signature of 2 adult witnesses. No lawyers are necessary. Once you have your forms completed, you'll need to make copies and distribute them. Give copies to your assigned proxy, your physicians for your medical records, your lawyer if you have one, your clergy, and anyone else you feel should have a copy. Keep a copy in your wallet or purse with other important papers and/or in the glove compartment of your car. As you can see, the process is fairly simple. However, you may want assistance from a trained professional, and Action for Older Persons is here to help. Don't be fooled by the name because we help people of all ages. Not only can AOP offer you free access to all the forms you'll need to fulfill your advance directives, but you can also call 722-1251 to set up a free appointment with a trained counselor who can sit down with you and your loved ones so you'll be confident in your decisions. The counselor can even act as one of your signed witnesses. So there you have it. Very little work to ensure you have an essential plan in place. Now both you and Tom can live life knowing that if the unexpected does happen, you'll always be prepared.